So let's add a few things to our VR game and see if we can start moving around and interacting with some of these objects. First thing I did is my origin. Make sure you have added down here components, locomotion system. Type in locomotion and then you're going to drag your origin across here. Then you're going to add teleportation provider, and I drug my locomotion system down. So you drag the locomotion system down there. Snap turn provider, I drove the locomotion down again. And then continuous turn provider. Both of these are action based. Now notice my left hand is going to be snap turn and my right hand is going to be continuous. So if I want to go around my room, it'll be more. I mean, you can do whatever you want depending upon what you like, but these are what I picked. So I can then move around my room. This is one that makes you a little bit dizzy, but it's still pretty convenient if you're especially when you're building your game. And this is one you use when you teleport. Okay, so get those settings right, and then for my assets, I went to the Uni Asset Store. I typed in free furniture, and I came here and got this chest 18th century. And I then installed it in Unity and brought it into my game. So you open in Unity, install it in Unity, I don't know what this is, and then install it in the Unity project. So here is mine right here. Now I'm going to sort of zoom out some. So when you make one of these, they're pretty easy. You're going to open it up, and then you're going to drag a chest in. Let me close these. So, and then I just dragged some materials on it. Let me double click on it. And you can do whatever you want. So, dragging whatever you want. Once you drag this one in, the chest here, you can just start making, dragging materials on it any way you want to do it. And I would make a bunch of different ones. So you can duplicate them if you want, etc. And just get the way you want to. So I'm going to sort of leave this one here. And again, I'm going to go to like my door, etc. And I'm going to go put my chest there, right? So I'm going to copy my door position here. Copy position. And then I'm going to go to whatever chest I created. And I'm going to paste that position. Well, let's just do it with the one we just did. So I think I still have the old position. We'll soon find out, won't we? So I'm going to go and paste position. I don't. So let me go to like let me see where this one is. Okay. I'm going to copy position. And then I'm going to go to the one I just created. I'm going to paste position. And it's going to be inside the other one, but that's okay. And we'll just drag it out. Let's zoom out some. There it is. And I'm going to make it bigger. 2, 2, 2. And then, of course, I went to my rig, my origin, and I copied the position of that too. I don't know why it's not quite taking me to it. of my chest. So I mean, I think I moved it up a little bit higher. So I didn't want my hands were way the heck up here. The other thing I did is for my hands, I dragged the hand that I brought in, the Oculus hand I gave you as an asset. I dragged it up here, and then I dragged it back down, and that made it a prefab. So by dragging the hand you have up here, and then I created a new folder called hands, and I dragged it back down, and then I could delete it up here. That let me resize my hands. My hands are way too big. So I dragged it up, and then created a new folder, dragged it down, and then I could reset the thing. And then I used this one to drag into my options. So this is the one I dragged inside here now. This new hands like that. So when I play my game now, my hands are a lot smaller. And maybe that's too small, but it works for me. So that's your option. You can make them as big as you want to, but right now they're way too big. So resize them some. Now when I play my game, because I had that continuous provider, if I just hit it and then hit WASD, I'm not holding anything, but WASD, I can move around. I can look at my little trunks, which are way too close to each other, but they're all there. Okay, so you can see I've got different color trunks. So yeah, I like that. So anyway, make as many as you want, and then place them, not as close together as mine. So this is sort of a pain in the butt. So let's go here. Close this here, and create empty. Let's call it trunks, chest, I guess. And then let's click on this one, hold shift, click on this one, let go, drag them down here, and there we go. Now it's all cleaned up. Nice. Okay, so let's click on one. Yeah, we take this outside there. Okay, so we want to teleport a little bit. Nothing too complicated with this lesson. Once you get these settings. So, of course, we need to, I don't know anything on this last one, but we need to make sure that if we're going to teleport, that either we maybe create like an anchor so we can just move around this one, or we create a provider. Let's see which one says what. This is a new one. This one is a teleportation area, which is going to let me just move around it. And then these are going to be teleportation anchors, which will let me move around these. Yeah. So area to move around, and then anchor and anchor to move back and forth. So you can decide which one you want. And then we have to have that bus collider onto these two. Maybe put a collider on these things. So when I play my game, let me move a little bit. I can't remember which one this one. This one's nothing. Okay, so that's my left. And teleporting. And this would be my right. Let me move some here. Oh, that's pretty white. Okay, so I am teleporting. This is a pretty cool scene too. So hopefully you guys are going to keep developing this, bringing some stuff in, bring some stuff in, and let's roll with it. I have not played with my headset yet, and I'm looking forward to that. So, but it's a nice, cool scene. I like it. Now, of course, we took a scene, a 3D scene, and we made a virtual reality game, which is pretty cool. I mean, you could do it with any scene. So, and you don't have to get the furniture I tried to find some medieval furniture, but I was unsuccessful. And of course, we want to move these things around so they're not close to each other, and maybe create a teleportation anchor and a box collider. Okay, so now I got them all set. We should also save a new scene. Every time we do something, save a new scene. I think I have teleport. Oh, teleport like 4 trunks. Just let me know what I did. Okay, so now we've got a really cool scene. We're going to start teleporting around. We can also use our continuous movement to move around this scene here, and then we'll start picking stuff up, putting some stuff on top of here, picking up, throwing it, etc. So now we're not just interacting in a room. We've actually start picking. You can pick any room you want, pick any scene you want. So take your time with everything. I don't think I forgot to show anything. Again, when you go to the headset, make sure the simulator's off. And when you build and run, we're building Android. If you're going to be using the Quest headset, and we've had real good success with the Quest. Hopefully, if you're using a Quest, you are also. So, and the more you do this, the more familiar you'll be with it. So, I mean, turn that headset on and practice it, practice. Creating from scratch, etc. It's not extremely difficult. It's nothing but practice, really. And pretty soon you'll have some really cool games and start, developing the way you want to, and maybe add some features to them. So one step at a time. That's what it is. So take your time with it and have some fun with it. And every week try to learn something new.